Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're going to build a system that completely separates your ability to earn from the absolutely exhausting manual effort it usually takes to manage your money. If you're tired of tracking every single penny, stressing over upcoming bills, or just wondering why you can never seem to save quite enough, well, you're in exactly the right place. We are going to design, build, and turn on a daily automatic money machine.
Here is our construction manual for today. We'll cover the willpower battery drain, fueling the machine, treating your checking account like an inbox, the automated money schedule, and finally, coasting on autopilot.
Starting off with Section 1, the willpower battery drain and overcoming choice paralysis.
We really have to start by validating a massive struggle. Relying on sheer willpower to manage your finances? It's a totally losing game. I mean, why do we think just trying harder is the answer? Think about it. You're faced with 50+ money decisions every single day. Should you buy that coffee? Should you save more this week? Did you pay the internet bill? Faced with this overwhelming avalanche of choices, most people experience major choice paralysis. As the researcher Barry Schwartz noted, all this choice doesn't actually make us freer. It makes us paralyzed. And that paralysis, it creates immense daily stress.
The psychology here is pretty simple when you break it down. Willpower is manual, automation is effortless. To prove just how powerful this is, researchers looked at 401k retirement contributions. When companies made participation opt-in, meaning you had to use your willpower to sign up, less than 40% of employees joined. But when they made it opt-out, meaning the system just ran automatically in the background unless you actively stopped it, participation skyrocketed to nearly 100%. That right there is the pure power of a background running machine.
Moving to Section 2, fueling the machine with the Latte Factor and paying yourself first.
Look, before we can build the engine, we need some cash flow to run through it. The crucial point here is that you likely already make enough money to become an automatic millionaire. You just need to stop dribbling it away without thinking. The Latte Factor isn't about guilt-tripping you over a morning cup of coffee. It's just a metaphor. It represents those small, unconscious daily expenses that, if you redirected them, could be fueling massive compounding wealth right there in your background machine.
Okay, the math here is just wild. Redirecting a mere $5 a day, which is roughly $150 a month, into an investment with a 10% return yields nearly $1 million over 40 years. Seriously? You don't need some massive salary bump to get started. You just have to capture the leaks in your current spending.
And capturing those leaks leads us perfectly to the golden rule of wealth. Pay yourself first. Now, this isn't just some catchy slogan. It's a fundamental philosophy of putting aside money for your own future before Uncle Sam, your landlord, or your credit card company gets their hands on it. Basically, it means committing to working roughly 1 hour a day strictly for your own future. For most folks, that works out to saving between 10 and 12.5% of your gross income.
Let's ground this in a really accessible number. Say you earn $50,000 a year. That breaks down to about $25 an hour. So, to work 1 hour a day for yourself, you aim to pay yourself first by saving just $25 a day. Automatically routed over the entire year, that is a $5,000 contribution to your future, and it's done entirely without draining your willpower battery.
But wait, what if you've got debt hanging over your head? The strategy here is incredibly effective. Calculate that 10% goal we just talked about and split it right down the middle. This pairs beautifully with strategies like the DOLP method, which stands for Done on Last Payment, for structured debt reduction. So if your monthly goal is $416, route $208 to your savings and $208 to attacking that debt. This ensures you get that huge psychological win of building wealth while you're simultaneously crushing what you owe.
All right, Section 3, the checking account inbox and building the actual infrastructure.
Now that we've got the fuel, it's time to assemble the engine. This requires a major mental shift. You need to treat your checking account exactly like an email inbox. First things first, make sure you link your paycheck directly to your employer's 401k to grab any of that free match money before it even hits your bank. The rest of your take-home pay, that gets direct deposited into your checking account. This is the inbox. All the money lands here first, and then the system filters it away automatically.
Think of your checking account as the central hub of a wheel. From there, you set up digital links to your Roth IRA, your savings sub-accounts for specific goals, your credit card, and any fixed costs like your rent. You're basically laying down the plumbing so that every single dollar has an automated, predefined pathway. It knows exactly where to go.
Moving into Section 4, the automated money schedule.
Time to turn the key.
This is the climax of the whole blueprint right here, syncing the dates. If your automated transfers run at random times during the month, you're going to overdraft and panic, so here's the exact timeline you need to deploy. First, call your bill providers and ask them to switch all your due dates to the start of the month. Then, assume your payday is the first. You instruct your checking account to hold on to that money for a few days just to make sure it completely clears, and then push the funds out to your savings and investments on the 5th and auto-pay your bills on the 7th.
So by grouping all your actions on the 5th and the 7th, you create a guaranteed safety buffer. Plus, by using a credit card for your daily spending and fixed costs throughout the previous month, you can safely instruct your checking account to just auto-pay that credit card in full on the 7th. Boom! You never incur a late fee and the money literally moves while you sleep.
Now, you might be asking, but I get paid twice a month. Simple, you just split the system. Replicate those automated flows between the 1st and the 15th. Just make absolutely sure that your most critical, essential bills, like rent or your mortgage, are covered by the timing of that very first paycheck.
Finally, Section 5, coasting on autopilot, setting up safeguards, and actually enjoying your life.
Okay, the machine is fully built, but we need some bumpers on the bowling lane. First up, always leave a buffer of at least $500 in your checking account. This acts as a shock absorber for any delayed paychecks. If an automated transfer misfires early for some weird reason, this protects you from getting hit with a cascade of overdraft fees. And once the system is running smoothly, this sets you up for advanced tactics like the cash waterfall, which is where any excess cash that builds up just automatically cascades down into your investments.
Yes, I'll be honest, setting this infrastructure up, calling the credit card companies, linking the bank accounts, calculating your 10%, it requires a sharp spike of effort over a couple of weeks. But once you get over that initial hill, the effort required completely plummets. You drop right into coasting happily. You are trading a few hours of upfront work for literally a lifetime, free of daily financial drudgery.
By automating these flows, you completely transform what money means in your life. It stops being this constant source of anxiety and becomes an invisible tool. It removes decision fatigue, it entirely prevents human error, and frankly, it protects you from your own worst spending impulses. It funds your freedom of choice, allows for actual guilt-free spending because you know your savings are already taken care of, and it secures your long-term future. So, I'll leave you with this thought. By plugging this setup into an automated spreadsheet or a really simple Notion dashboard, you can monitor your entire financial life in less than an hour a month. The world tells you that you have to stress and manage your money every single day to be a responsible adult, but the truth is, you just have to do it right, once. Isn't it time you stopped relying on your draining willpower battery and finally built the automated machine that lets you get on with designing a truly rich life on your own terms? Your future self is waiting.